Now we are going to create this wood procedural material in Blender. I have given link for HDRI, image for lightning, so download it. Go to Edit Preference, enable the Node Wrangler add-on. Now press A, to select all, delete it, then press Shift A, Mesh, Sphere, bring this up, and scale it like this. Press Ctrl 2 for adding subdivision modifier, value of 2. Then right-click, Shade Smooth. Then go to Render View. Now go to World Properties, click this yellow dot, select the environment texture, now click Open, then bring that HDRI, image for lightning. Go to Render Settings, we are going to use Eevee Render Engine only, not Cycles, because Eevee is good. Then go to Film, enable Transparent. In Color Management, change the View Transform into Filmic, look into Very High Contrast. Now move your mouse to Timeline, right-click, click Join Area, move and click to join. Then move your mouse up right corner, left-click, and move it. Now change this into Shader Editor. Press N, to close your right side panel. Click New. Rename it, Wood. Then hold Shift press A, bring Noise Texture, place it here, then by selecting the Noise Texture, hold Ctrl press T, to bring texture coordinates and mapping. Then connect object to mapping vector. Then hold Ctrl Shift select Noise Texture, to preview it, change the scale value 1, detail value into 15, roughness value 0.725, disable the normalize, see it is now fully contrast. Then just duplicate this mapping, place in between here, it will automatically connect it. Now we have to scale this noises. Change the mapping scale value, X value, 0.8, Y value, 5, Z value, 0.200, then just duplicate this both node, place it here change the scale value, 2, then change the mapping scale value, Y value, 3, Z value, 0.300. Then we have to mix these two noises for that, we have to bring mix color, or there is a shortcut for that. Just select these both two noise texture, then hold Ctrl and press 0, in numpad to add mix color node, see it is added, then change this mix into soft light, I just want some light colors only, that's I choose soft light. Then bring mix color, place it here, I want this soft light node go into mix color A, for color B, the exact hex code is 4, 3, 2, A, 0, E. Then bring the factor value to 0.920. Just select these two nodes, press Ctrl J, to frame it, always organize your nodes, then select these 6 nodes, and press Ctrl J, now it is framed, then you can name it 2, for that press F2, now name it noises. After that, just click this mapping vector, and drag it like this here, then leave it, now you can bring any node you want like this too. Now bring wave texture, then change this into Y, then change scale value into 0.200, distortion value, 19.100, detail value, 15, detail scale value, 0.646, then bring mix color, place it here, connect the wave texture color, to mix factor, now we are going to give colors for this. Color A, the exact hex code is, B. 5, 8, A, 7, 4. Color B, the exact hex code is 7, 8, 5, 0, 4, 2. Then select these two nodes, press Ctrl J, to frame it, press F2, rename it Wave Distortion. After that, select these two mix color nodes, hold Ctrl press 0, in numpad, then change the factor value to 0.900. See now it looks good. Finally select your principled BSDF node, place it here, then for we have to change the roughness, for that, click this mix result, and drag it, then bring color ramp, connect the color ramp color to the roughness. See now our rusty wood is so shiny, if you change the color to white so bright, now it will not be shiny, I want little bit shiny not fully, for that, this color hex code is, C. 9, C. 9, C. 9. This color hex code is D, B, D, B, D, B. Then bring hue saturation value, place it here. If you change the value to 0, it will be fully shiny. If you change the value to 2, it won't be shiny. See, you can just change the value here for roughness. Change this value to 1. Now select these two, press Ctrl J. To frame it, press F2, rename it roughness. Finally bring the bump node. For more realistic, connect this normal to this normal. Select this soft light result, connect to this bump height. You can see the difference. Change the strength value, 0.180. Then duplicate this bump node, place it here. Now see, the normal is connected to this normal. Then bring the wave texture factor, connect it with this bump height, change the strength value, 0.100. Now select these two, press Ctrl J. To frame it, press F2, rename it bump. Now see, wire is overlapping. We have to add reroute it. For that, hold Shift, right click and drag it like this. See it add a reroute. Now just move it like this. Likewise add some reroute, and adjust your nodes like this. Take your own time. Now it looks good. Then now we are going to make this into group node. For that, select all the nodes, except the material output. Now hold Ctrl press G, to make this into group nodes. Now press Tab, bring this here. Just drag it like this. Now if you press Tab, you will go inside the group node. If you again press Tab, you will go to the group node. Press Tab, now connect this mapping location to the group input. Now press Tab, then you can just change the values of the location like this. Then connect the rotation to the group input, and connect the scale also to the group input. Now connect the wave scale to the group input. Then in right side panel, in group, you can see the group sockets here, and just double click, and rename it wave distortion scale. Then connect the mix color A and B to the group input. In group sockets, rename it color A. Then rename it color B. After that, in noises frame, connect this noise scale to group input, and connect noise roughness to group input. Then connect this mapping scale also. Then here, rename it noise 1 scale. For this, then rename this noise 1 roughness. For this, rename it noise 1 mapping scale. Likewise, add this noise scale and roughness to the group input, and mapping scale also add to this group input. Then rename it in the group sockets. Rename it noise 2 scale. Rename this noise 2 roughness. Rename this noise 2 mapping. After that, connect this soft light factor to group input, and connect this color B2. Then rename this soft light factor. Rename this mix color B, and connect this mix factor also. Now rename this mix final factor. Because this is the final one, it will change these two nodes. Now connect this hue saturation value to group input. Rename it here roughness. Finally connect this both bump node strength to the group input. After that, rename this into noise strength. Then rename this into wave distortion strength. That's all. Now you can change the location, rotation, scale. Then change the noises values. You can change the colors to like this. And bump strength too. Finally, we have completed the wood procedural material. If you want more procedural material like this, let me know in comment section. I will try to make more procedural material textures. Subscribe to my channel to learn more like this.